My name's Laura Jackson. I started here while I was actually going to SIU. I was a zoology major. Didn't really know what I wanted to do. I wanted to do something in the animal field. I started working here before I was like 20, and I just became hooked, which happens a lot when people start in the rescue business or shelter program. We are getting ready to celebrate our 60th anniversary. We were started as a necessity for like the county and animal control, and then luckily we were able to get the Humane Society part of that, not just be an animal control facility, where private organizations are started by good-intentioned individuals that want a facility where they don't have to euthanize. Which, for those of us that are in the shelter program, there's no such thing as a no-kill facility. They still euthanize. If an animal is sick or aggressive, they still euthanize. Drop-offs can fluctuate from day to day. The summer months, especially the spring, tend to be the worst because litters. But for litters of cats, kittens, it's like for half of the year. It's ongoing every day, litters of kittens. Everyone that has a cat that has a litter of kittens, oh, but they're so cute. But we've had 20 other kittens come in today. They don't necessarily know the reality of the overall population. They just see, what's in front of them, which is a very human thing to do, but there's nowhere for them to go. Yes, you have a pregnant mom, and so does half of the other population out there, But summer months are definitely the harder. We are an open access facility, which means that we take in everything that's brought to us, which means our population can fluctuate drastically. In the winter, it's kind of slower. We usually try to maintain a full adoption program, so that means around 20 cats and probably about 15 dogs. But then we always have animals that are either waiting to go up for adoption or we're holding to see if an owner will come and claim them. And that can be anywhere from 5 animals to 20 or more. Once an animal's on our adoption program, they're here until they're adopted. Sometimes the really outgoing popular breeds go very quickly, and then we have some like Bazooka that are here for 6 months. I would say probably on average maybe 3 or 4 months. I do notice a drastic decrease in amount that they're adopted when they've been here over 4 months. We have a foster program. Right now it's kind of in the beginning stages. We use mostly the foster program for animals that are undergoing heartworm treatment or that have just had a litter of cats or dogs. Mostly what we do when we're at capacity is try to network with other shelters and see if they can rescue some from our facility. Our building is falling apart. Since we've been here for 60 years, the older parts of our facility have major foundation and structural issues, and we're at some point going to have to rebuild. And where do we rebuild and then where do we get the funding from? As a rescue organization, our biggest problem is always, how do we help the next pet? How do we cut down on pet overpopulation? Those are always going to be ongoing issues until the mentality of the public changes and spay and neutering becomes more prominent in this area. The greatest thing is being able to rescue. Sorry.
That's okay.
Every animal that gets adopted finds a home. It's a wonderful thing. Sorry. The positive part is being able to place an animal and give them a second chance. Whether that's through our adoption program or that's through the 20 other shelters that we worked with last year. We try to send them out in hopes that they will find a chance at living somewhere. The hardest part, of course, is the ones that we can't. And the human animal bond that's there, because we take in animals that their owners were kicked out of their home, or their owners really don't want to let them go, but nobody else will take them. It's a blessing that we're able to be here for the people that have nowhere else to go, because we hear on a constant basis, I don't know what I would do if you guys weren't here. But it's also heartbreaking because that animal's looking for their owner, and the owner is going to miss their pet, but fortunately it's reality. Everyone that we're able to help is a blessing because this is their second chance.